Hello, all you spacers out there, and welcome to this very first episode of our new Safe Space mini-series that we're calling Endangered Species. My name is Vince Hunt, and I am the Game Master / Warden for this new mini-campaign that will be 3-4 episodes long. We'll see how long us players survive. For those of you who have watched us before on this channel, you know we like to play some games, roll some dice, and hopefully tell some cool stories that you'll all enjoy. And if you like that kind of thing, if you want to support the show, then please like and subscribe, and just let us know what you think. We really appreciate it, because we're just having fun and hope you enjoy it as well. Now, while some of you wait for the second season of Safe Space, the first season of course you can catch up with now on this channel, I thought, why not get a few folks together and tell a little bit of a different tale, you know, a new style of sci-fi survival horror, maybe one that's a little more James Cameron than Ridley Scott, if you know what I mean. And if you can see my hat right now, I think maybe you'll get an idea of the kind of influences that I had when I went into this. This is set in the universe of Safe Space, the regular campaign. Well, the same universe, but it's a different planet. There's some new characters, new players, and plenty of new horrors to discover. Now, before any game can happen, of course, no matter how big, small, even if it's one shot, or perhaps you've planned a 100-session campaign, the most important thing is you need characters to play it. And if you're anything like me, you know that a character creation night is one of the most fun things to do before any game. And so for our first episode here, we're going to do exactly that. You're about to see our character creation night, where some of the players, it's their first time with the Mothership system, they'll get to grips with how easy it is to create a character using the sort of character creation system of Mothership, which is of course the game we're playing, Mothership, from Tuesday Night Games. We'll be playing the first edition. Of course, if you want to find out more, please check them out at Mothership RPG. Find them online, and we'll put the links in the content below so you can check them out. It's well worth it because we thoroughly enjoy playing this. Now, for the next few sessions of chaos, there's going to be some very interesting characters being created here. So I just want to let you know that I had no idea what was going to happen during this character creation scene, and that's part of the joy of it. I mean, if there's any DMs or GMs out there, if you plan a campaign to be super deadly serious, most of the time you have hilarious characters, and maybe you'll see a little bit of that in this session. Who knows? But a quick note, when we recorded this was I'm recording this now quite some time after we recorded this character creation session. So if you hear me repeating anything that I've just said just now, that'll be the reason why. I haven't just lost my mind and I'm not just reading the same script over and over again. And well, speaking of which, you've had enough of me reading from this script and trying to pretend like I know what I'm talking about. So I think over the next hour and a half, you'll meet the players, meet the characters, get to know them a little bit, so that next week we'll hit the ground running. And trust me, it's well worth it. So I guess it's time for me to say buckle up and enjoy this first session of Endangered Species. Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special session 0 of Safe Space. I say Safe Space, this is a mini-series. this is the first episode of Endangered Species, which is a little side project, little side taster of the Mothership campaign that we're gonna do just before season 2 of Safe Space kicks off again. Something a little bit different for you all to check out. And as I'm talking, you're probably thinking, who are those new people on the screen? We've got new players. Yes, we do. And I think we should introduce them all. First up is a writer, artist, graphic novelist, an all-round lovely person. And here's a little bit of knowledge. The reason that I'm playing tabletop games in the first place is because she talked me into it. It's Sarah Millman.
I take a lot of the blame for that, yes. Hello. Hi.
Hello. And two, not one, but two members of the Star Trek fan cast, The Measure of a Fan. We're collecting them like Pokemon on this show. And first up is the Star Trek aficionado. And he names a helicopter Choppy if it flies past his house. It's Matt Troy.
Hello.
Hello. So commanding already.
It's the same every time on the podcast too.
Yeah.
My hello.
Oh yeah, every podcast has got a hello. And he's also joined by another member of that wonderful podcast, which you need to check out, especially if you're a Star Trek fan. And you may recognise some of his work if you've watched our show before, because he's responsible for the Safe Space theme tune. It's Eliot Red. Hello.
Hi everybody, my name's Eliot. I do music for shows.
Well-oiled machine. And of course, anyone who's watched the Safe Space series will recognise our fourth player. The OG, the only one of the original crew, coming back for this one. The veteran to Mothership. It's the one and only Lizzie Boyle.
Oh, hello, me. Oh, hello. Hi.
Yes, as you can see, our 75% of our original crew can make it. Life being what it is, but Lizzie's back for more punishment, and no doubt calling me all kinds of names, and I can't. Well, you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Sometimes you even deserve it.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice to know that sometimes I don't. I really take solace in that. Thank you for that. That's,
Can you tell the difference between the times when you do and the times when you don't?
No.
That's where the cruelty really lies.
I'm just chewing up all that delicious hatred, like nom 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 nom. Anyway, but yes, we're here. This is a special session 0, and we're going to do a bit of a character creation night for Endangered Species, which is taking place. For those that have watched any of the Safe Space, they may know those characters in that world. This is the same universe, but it's a different planet and an entirely new set of threats. So, who knows? Maybe there might be some Easter eggs somewhere, or maybe not, because the next 1, 2, 3 sessions of this game, this mini-series, well, the players don't know what's going to happen. They literally don't know anything about what's going to happen. This is also a homebrew Mothership game. Mothership, the game by Tuesday Night Games. If you haven't checked it out before, check it out now. It's brilliant. I've got this is going to be first edition, so I've got the first edition rules, which I've shared with my players, so they've got an idea of what's to come and how to play it. But I will, during this session, I will also talk through that as we're creating characters as well, just so in case anyone at home wants to check out this game, and it's easy to pick up and play, then you can do it. But yes, this is a homebrew sort of little scenario, and we're going to create 4 new characters / meat for the grinder. No, I'm only joking. But this is going to be definitely a little bit different, and hopefully a lot of fun. And I have no idea, because obviously I've told them that they had the synopsis and everything. I have no idea what they're going to create, so this is going to be fun, and who knows what the dice will create for them. But before we get started, What is endangered species? Well, I'm going to read out the synopsis for you right now. The jungle planet known as Austilis has long been a fertile place for scientific research. With a unique ecosystem and different fauna, alien fauna, it provides endless opportunities for scientific discovery. For decades, the A.D. Vance Corporation has had research outposts on the planet's surface and sent some of the finest scientific and botanical minds in the systems to do what they do best. One such outpost is Linnaeus 7. Since it was established, this particular research station has proved to be an enormous asset to ADV and provided the building blocks for what could be enormous strides forward in medical research. That was, until recently. Shortly after a distress call was sent from the outpost, a heavy storm rolled in and all contact was lost. Fearing the loss of their staff, and more importantly their work, the company enlisted help in the form of an Armacite R&R squad, rescue and retrieval, who were quickly deployed to the planet's surface. Their mission, the safe extraction of the researchers and removal of any important research from the outpost itself. But with a planet full of unknown and difficult terrain and a volatile weather system, this mission could prove to be anything but another beautiful day in the core. That was what I sent the players to give them an idea of that's who they're going to be taking. They're going to be playing the part of this rescue and retrieval squad who have been dropped onto this planet. But who are they? Well, that's what we're going to find out tonight with the character creation. Now, this is this sort of game. It's kind of, imagine it's like I called it a sort of action horror run and gun, very much influenced by Aliens, Predator. There's a lot of those tentpole sort of ideas that I know a lot of viewers out there, and a lot of people who play Mothership want to get involved in that kind of. And I know the Aliens RPG does a similar sort of thing. So they are like a platoon, like a squad, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they all have to pick Marines. I just want to let the players know about this. There are different classes to pick as your character in Mothership, and you can pick anyone. I don't want to force you to pick whatever you think you're going to have fun playing. That's the important thing. And we can flavour that. For instance, you could pick a scientist. A scientist could quite easily double up as like a platoon medic or someone like that. Do you know what I mean? It could be like, there's ways to sort of flavour everything in this game. And I'll probably be talking to the players once we finish this character creation session, just to find out their weaknesses. Weaknesses? No, you won't have weaknesses. You're going to be absolute badasses. So,
Dave Badass. Steve Badass.
Steve Badass, yeah. Their surnames are all going to be Badass.
Yeah.
Actually pronounced badass.
Oh, yes. But let's start with character creation. Now, Mothership, for anyone who wants to play it, is a D100 system. So all you need for this game is 3 dice. So it's like a D100, a D10, or failing that, 2 D10s if you don't have a percentile dice. And look at them, looking at their dice, and a D20. But the D20 isn't used that often. Well, hopefully, if you're lucky, it's not used that often. And I'll get into why. Sure enough. All characters have stats, and the whole aim of this game is you describe an action you want to do. You have to roll. I will tell you what stat to roll for, and you have to roll under it. Give an example. You're trying to pull yourself back into your airlock from space on a cable. I might sort of say make a strength check. You have a 35 in strength, so you have to try and roll under 35 or it doesn't work. But there are stats that the character has in Mothership, and if you have something that's relevant to that check, you can say to me, can I use athletics on this? And athletics gives you a +10 Lizzie, I believe. I think something like that.
Yes.
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 Which means instead of getting a 35, you can roll under a 45. But it doesn't. That means it has to be relevant to the check you're making. You can't just sort of say, "I've got botany." How is that going to help you get back into a ship? It's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. So there's little skills that the characters can have, which will give them advantages. Now, an important thing for Mothership as well is the stress mechanic. For every failed check, they say every, but I play it a little loose sometimes, you gain a point of stress. You start off with 2 minimum. The maximum is 20. If something truly awful happens, or you roll a critical fail, which is a double on the dice, then you have to roll a panic check. It's 1 to 20. That's when you roll the d20. And the aim of the game there, this is the only time you want to roll high in this game, because you want to roll above what your stress currently is. So Sarah, if your character has 5 stress, an alien pops out, roll a panic check. As long as you get over 5, you don't panic. If you roll a 3, something bad's going to happen. You may get a condition, something, there might be something lingering that happens. You might get
So
disadvantaged.
the more stressed you are, the bigger the window is to fail that.
Yes. And the maximum, for instance, if you've got stress of 20 and you roll a 20, then that's usually you're out of the game completely. Your character just is too much for them. That's it. That never usually happens.
Usually,
he
says.
But there's a first for everything. So with that in mind, does that all kind of make sense so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Obviously, as we're playing this game, I will talk about the checks anyway. But now the players are going to find out what their relevant stats are, and let's find out who are part of this squad who are going to try and save a bunch of scientists on a volatile planet. And I think it's best we start with Lizzie, just so the rest of the players can see Lizzie's done this a few times because we've created a few characters. And so the rest of you can get an idea of how simple it is to create, because it is literally simple. The Mothership system, it has it all on the character sheet. It's a brilliant character sheet, and it's got a sort of there's a line between all of the boxes. You can literally, it's like an instruction of what to do for certain things, and there are, depending on the classes, it's got all the classes on there as well, so you can read and follow these instructions and pick your character. Of course, this is a homebrew game, so there's an extra bit, an advantage I'm going to give the players in some way. But we'll get to that. They seem so excited that I'm doing something nice. And of course, there will be rolling on things like trinkets and patches to give your character a little bit of, might give you an idea of how to play them.
Bit of flavour.
A little bit of flavour. Okay. So, Lizzie, we'll end up with the name. We'll finish on the name. You don't have to name them straight away. So, you have 4 main stats.
Mm-hmm.
Strength, speed, intellect, and combat. For each of these stats, you roll 2d10. And then you add 25 to it. So, if you want to roll your strength, please, Lizzie. I've printed a few character sheets out as well, so I'm going to make note myself.
Yeah. I printed a character sheet out, but I think it's an old one because it said add 20. So
yes,
we have to do different maths now.
When we first did Safe Space, it was an older set of rules, and they've since adapted because they had a lot of play testing and stuff. Brilliant,
Yeah,
which
cool.
is good. So
just adding 20 is really easy.
I know.
Adding 25, just that extra little brain tick that's going to look really slow when I go.
It's like when I say roll a d5 and you got to think d5.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I haven't got one of those.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Strength then.
Yeah.
Oh. be high. Okay, this is the time you're allowed to be high.
Yes.
So that's 9 plus 25 is 29, 34.
34. There we go. Speed.
Speed. Oh, blimey. That's 7. 7 plus 25 is 32. Somebody shout when I say something wrong.
It's not going to be me.
Intellect.
It's not going to be me.
Intellect. Whoa. Whoa. I did not expect to be that bright. That's 8. So that's 33. And combat. Come on. On the floor. Can't see it. Oh, 6. So that's 31. Cool.
Okay. Then you have your saves. You have sanity, fear, and body. For these, you roll 2d10 and plus 10 to them.
Okay, so let's change it up. Let's go for the really brightly coloured dice for the saves. Why not? Sanity. Oh, blimey. You're way better. 14, 34. I am going to be.
Was that 2d10 plus 10?
Yeah. No, that was 2d10 plus 20, so 24.
Yeah, 24. The saves are a little scary.
Try that again. Yeah. Fear. It's 9, 15. So 25 for fear.
Okay.
And 11. So 21 for body. These guys are much better at rolling high. So they're going to be useless later.
Now, these stats could potentially be modified by the next part. Lizzie, what class would you like to play?
I would like to be a Marine.
Hey! Okay. So, you add 10 to your combat.
Thank Lordy for that.
You add 10 to your body save.
Likewise.
You add 20 to your fear save.
Yes. Cool.
And you gain 1 maximum wound. Now, wounds is how you track health in Mothership, and I'll get to that bit shortly. So, there we go. We've got a Marine. The first Marine.
Hoo-ha.
For your health, roll 1d10, please.
4.
4.
So 4.
Yeah, so it's plus 10, so 14.
14.
14 for your health. Now, wounds work like this in Mothership. If you're thinking like health bars in a video game, normally characters have 2 health bars. So Lizzie would have 2 health bars of 14. As she's a Marine, she gets 3 health bars of 14. When the health gets taken down, each time that 14 depletes to a 0, you get a wound. And you have to roll on the wounds table. This could be a minor blemish, or you could lose a limb. Something bad could happen. But that's how it works. On the final one, on your final wound, that is death. So when you're out of everything, I will ask you, how do you want to go out? What does it look like? Describe your horrible end.
Show me through mime or interpretive dance.
yeah. But yes, the Marines have 3 wounds. That's because they're just sort of hardier and they get a little... Each class has its own sort of ups and downs. So, make a note of that, Lizzie. So you've got 3 wounds.
Cool.
Okay. Your stress starts at 2. Let's see how long that
Feeling
takes.
pretty chill.
Okay. Every class has a trauma response. When things go really badly, you can call on this to, I don't know, it could do whatever. So take note of this for the Marine. Lizzie knows this very well. But whenever you panic, every nearby friendly player must make a fear save. Because if a Marine panics, you probably don't want to be near them. So, just bear that in mind when the fan starts to get hit. So, yes. Now, the armour, you're going to start with the same armour, so you don't have to do that. Let's start with your loadout. Some of these things may slightly change based on the scenario. I can talk to the players afterwards about that. But if you roll me a d10 for your loadout, please, Lizzie.
Let's try this one. 4.
4. Okay. You get standard battle dress, which is an AP of 7.
Cool.
And I will say this for all of the players now. You're all going to have that. Unless you're an android. Just bear that in mind. But you're all... It's literally, if you imagine, just like the straight off, body armour. So that has an armour points of 7. You have a smart rifle.
Lush.
With... with 3 magazines. You have binoculars.
Oh.
And you have a personal locator. Which means that if Lizzie goes missing, if you've got a scanner, you'll be able to sort of find her. Yeah, it's quite cool. I just want to make sure. I'm going to look at the... See if it's in the... personal locator. It's on here somewhere. I'll look at it anyway. So that is your loadout.
Cool.
Then you also get a trinket and a patch. Now these are... This is the bit Lizzie's been looking forward to.
This.
Because these aren't really mechanical things. This isn't a boon. This is something that could help you flavour your character in a different kind of way. You get there's some weird trinket that you've always got on you. And a patch could literally be a patch on your armour. Or, I don't know, it's graffiti on your helmet. Or maybe it's a tattoo. It could be anything. Which one do you want to go with first, Lizzie? What do you want to roll on?
Oh, let's trinket.
You want to do the trinket? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just get to the trinket section. Roll me a D100, please.
Green. 37.
You have a key to your childhood home.
Oh no! Oh wow!
There is
Okay.
also there is a trinket in this game that everyone is also going to start with purely because of some role play that my players did in the main Safe Space campaign. But I'll tell you about that at the end. And for your patch, Lizzie, roll me a D100 again.
48.
48. Your patch is a heart. Is it just a normal heart? Is it a anatomically designed heart? It could be anything. You can flavour that however you want.
Cool.
But that is your patch.
By patch, we're talking like a patch on a jean jacket kind of thing.
It can be whatever you want. It could be literally something you've done to modify your armour. It could be a tattoo. It could be anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It could be something you've got on your gun. It's just a little flavour that you can do. Now, normally in Mothership, you would roll like D10 for see how many credits you have and like money and things like that. And for that would be like 2D10 times 10. For this mini-series, we don't have to worry about that because money's not going to be an issue. You're not going to be...
We're not shopping.
You're not shopping in this.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Like government funded, baby.
You come to Austerlitz for the retail.
Yeah. And then
Some tea lights.
Then finally, you have class skills, and there's lots of you have 3 sets of skills in this. Trained skills, which give you a +10 bonus to whatever your role is. Expert skills, which is +15, and master skills, which is +20. When I say a bonus to your role, I mean a bonus to your stat, so it gives you an extra boon to sort of roll underneath it, if that makes sense.
I see. Right.
Yes. So as a Marine, if you look at their class bits there, they already get military training. And they already get athletics, which are both trained skills, which will add 10 to it. Now, as a bonus, you can choose 1 expert skill or 2 more regular skills.
I would like to be an expert.
And the way the tree works is you can only have like the expert skills and master skills. There's like a tree. So, for instance, you can't be a pilot if you haven't got 0G. You can see there's a system. Everything's sort of linked in. You don't suddenly become a master of surgery just because like you can fire a gun. It all thematically sort of makes sense. So you want to take an expert, okay? What would you like?
I will take an expert. Oh man.
I will give it, but there is another thing I'm going to add actually, because this is the wonder of homebrew. But do you want me to tell you right now, Lizzie?
No. I'm. This feels appropriate. I'll take expert in wilderness survival, please, Bob.
Nice.
Not a bad shout.
Okay. So we may come back.
We can all be the same.
This is Wayne, Dwayne.
Shane and Lorraine.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah. The badass family lands on the planet. Oh, sorry, badass. Sorry, Matt. I forgot to. Yeah. Okay, so that's. So you've got your stats. So just to clarify again with Lizzie's stats that she's got speed of 32. If she's planning to run somewhere really quickly, then she's got to roll under a 32. But her athletics will mean it's now a 42 she has to roll underneath. Okay. And you know, if she wants to search for something in the woods, it might be wilderness survival. But perhaps she wants to go foraging for mushrooms. I don't know. Who knows what this game will be? But we will come back to Lizzie in just a moment. And that's it. That's the character. Oh, actually, last thing. What is the character's name?
The character's name is Frank Day. Not badass. But everybody knows him as Lucky.
Oh, what an ironic name. Okay. Nice. And it also has on the character sheet, there is a section for personal notes and pronouns. So, is Frank?
Frank's a he.
He's a he.
A he, him.
Cool.
But Lucky.
Yeah. Brilliant. See, you kind of already sort of paint a picture in your mind of kind of who this person is, possibly. Okay. So now that we've got Lucky.
Hey! Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no.
Not even the character creation night can...
Oh, God.
Oh,
We've got
Lizzie.
Lucky. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
God. Okay. Sarah. Let's move from...
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, let's run through this once again.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So,
2D.
yeah, 2d10 plus 25 for your strength.
Okay, okay. 33.
33. Speed, same again.
Okay, these dice are cursed because that's 32.
32.
I'm changing these.
Already?
Yeah. I got 0 on 1.
Ooh. Ow, ow, ow.
I mean, is that 10?
That's 10.
No, that's 10.
Oh, that's
What
good.
am I on about? Darling. So that's 42. No, yeah, 42.
Yeah, so what did you roll? 10 and...
I rolled a 7, a 10 and a 7.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
42, yeah.
Wow.
I'm off to a bad start in
Yeah.
my brain, in my brain hole. Shouldn't have changed up. So that's actually 32.
32. So you changed up thinking they were bad, but they were really very
But they were
good,
actually
and then you swapped them up for
good.
bad dice. Okay.
This is gonna be, yeah.
Combat.
I'm a dingaling. So that's exactly the same. That's 32 again.
32. Okay.
Hooray!
2d10.
I'm very fast.
At least you're fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. 2d10 plus 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's better. So that's 7, 8, 15, 25.
25. Okay.
Sanity. It's pretty good. 6, 7, 13, 23 for
20,
fear.
23. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then body, yaddy, yaddy. That's 9. So that's going to be 19.
19.
Bit squishy. A little bit squishy.
Okay. What class?
So I wrote in the chat what I wanted to be, and I did it before I actually properly looked at the sheet. So person is probably going to die very quickly, but I want to be an android.
You want to be an android? That is
I want to be a robot.
okay. That
I
is
think it's going to be fun.
yes. That's awesome. So and
Super fast robot.
obviously in these sort of worlds, as you imagine, there is the company mandated amalgamated interest android that is with you. There's a whole company that build these things. So with your class with the android, plus 20 to your intellect.
I'm so smart. Okay, so 52.
Yeah.
So smart. I'm
You
so
have
clever.
to minus 10 to one stat. Not the save. This is the stat.
I'll tell you what. I may as well just lean towards what I'm leaning towards anyway, and take it out of combat.
Okay.
Because this person is not going to be a combat
Yeah.
person. They're going to be a runaway and talk to people person.
They're a support android. They're probably like tech support. Huh?
This
Have you
is-
tried
this
switching
is
it off and
gonna
on
be
again?
Basically
not that good.
C3PO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
God.
Yeah, I can see myself flashbacking, having a flashback to this moment. Yes, fine. Just,
We'll see. You have plus 60 to your fear save.
Okay, so that's 83.
See, some people may think taking 10 from a stat that's harsh, but androids don't. They don't get scared like people do. And you also have 1 max wound, so you've got 3 wounds.
Yes.
Okay.
Okey-dokey, I got it.
Okay, for your health, roll 1d10.
1d10. 1.
Oh no!
Yes. So squish. I am made of jelly. I am made of jelly.
Okay.
Robert.
This is the
So
softest
it's a very
android I've ever
smart,
killed.
very fast, very squishy
It's a big
Italian
teddy-
robot.
it's a big
Okay.
teddy- It's a big teddy bear.
Oh
no.
Oh my god. Right, okay.
So is
A
that
squishy
okay,
android.
So that's 11.
11, but you get 3 lines of it, which is probably quite good. Okay. Okay. You start with a minimum 2 stress.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, your the android's trauma response. Here's a fun one. With an android, fear saves made by nearby friendly players are at disadvantage. So, if someone has to roll a fear save and they're stood near you, they're so unnerved by the android that they have to roll it with disadvantage.
Because there's absolutely nothing comforting about a cold, lifeless piece of metal standing next to you when you suddenly get pumped full of adrenaline for fear.
Yeah.
But what if they only have 11 health and are actually just a big teddy bear?
I mean, this is
I mean-
android
I mean-
we've established.
I mean, considering this is what they're being dropped in for, if they've taken like a little rope, I mean, that might be unnerving when everything's going to hell and you're like, help me, give me a hug. Just get that thing coming up towards you. I'm not telling you to do that
Please
voice,
don't, I
Sarah. You
just
can.
read.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Okay. So let's see what your loadout is. So if you'd like to roll me a d10, please.
I'm not using that fucking dice again. No, that's silly. Oh, that's a 4.
A 4. You also have standard battle dress, which is quite good because I was going to say that the android doesn't have it, but you've rolled on it. So you've got armor points of 7.
Nice. I'm gonna need it.
You have a tranquilizer pistol with 3 shots. And you have a paracord, 100 meters, basically like a rope. Yeah, if anything, just a extra strong rope. The trank gun, just for your reference, Sarah. The range of a trank gun is close range. It only does 1 damage if you hit it. But if the damage is dealt, the target must make a body save or be unconscious for 1d10 rounds.
Okay. Nice.
Should you need to use it. Okay.
Real.
Okay. And I said you had a pulse rifle, didn't I, Lizzie? Did I say yeah? Is it a pulse rifle?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yes. And some magazines.
Yes. The pulse rifle, just if you want to make a note of
Men's
this,
Weekly.
yeah. It's a magazine.
Empire?
I've got hello. No. Okay.
Hello, woman.
Okay. You have an Arbiter pulse rifle, Lizzie.
Ooh.
Okay. The range on that is long.
Oh no, you said smart rifle. Sorry.
Smart rifle. Where's that? I think that's the same thing on this. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, smart rifle. Smart rifle's the. Oh God, we remember the smart rifle, Lizzie. That's long range. The damage is 1d10 times 10. It's a sniper. It's a sniper rifle, basically. You get 3 shots. It gives you a gunshot wound if you suffer from it. This is two-handed. It's heavy, and if not braced and prone when firing, you have to make a body save or you get knocked down.
But I get up again.
Well, you're never gonna get me down. Anyway. Oh God.
Hey, pop culture references.
Yay, that'll age well. Right. Says the man with grey hair. Anyway, do you back to Sarah? You want to know about your trinket and your patch, don't you?
I really do.
Okay,
I'm excited.
Let's see what this android gets for their trinket.
I really hope it's very obscene.
This is
patch that they get.
a D100, please.
Oh, that is 80.
80. It's a flint hatchet. Is what it's got.
Okay.
Have you got a small axe? Is that what you've got there? A flint hatchet.
I can make it work, I guess.
Oh, God, we all got to make a fear save now after that. Bloody hell.
It's a tiny but fluffy thing that runs away a lot, and it's got an axe. It's an Ewok.
I'm an Ewok. Okay.
Oh my God.
Other franchises are available.
And for your patch, roll me a D100,
Okay.
please.
All right. Come on, something obscene. 47.
47.
Oh.
Apparently in brackets, it says bride and groom. But in big capital letters, it just says game over.
So I'm assuming that the stuff in brackets is like, if it's a tattoo or a patch or whatever.
It could be, yeah, it could be
like
whatever.
the drawing.
Yeah, it could
okay.
just be. You could just have the words game over if you want. Yeah. I mean, an android having game over written on them is pretty. Oh wow. Okay.
Maybe you're really dusty and somebody's just written it on your back.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Oh my
not a
God.
tradesman's van.
No, I love that.
It is to the
That's
crew.
really good.
Yeah, someone's written it on the back. Yeah.
That's really good.
Okay, so your class skills, what you get here. You automatically get linguistics, computers, and mathematics. As a bonus, you can pick 1 expert skill or 2 trained skills. What do
And
you-
so, with the skills that I've already got, if I choose an expert skill, has it got to be connected?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, bum. Because I was gonna go for psychology, but obviously I can't. So what?
You got linguistics.
Yeah, that's not connected. I would quite like something useful and something ridiculous, I think. Botany? I'd like botany, please.
Okay, yeah.
And then also jury rigging, because it sounds criminal, but it's
Just the description of jury rigging. I just want to read it out just so everyone knows.
basically no one gets a fair trial ever.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Where is it on my sheet? Ah, here we go. Jury rigging is makeshift repair using only the tools and materials at hand. Okay. Okay. So we've got jury rigging there. And without further ado, yep. What is the name of this character?
I was gonna say Harper,
Harper. Yeah.
and if we're gonna be dicks about it, maybe we could have the E as a 3. But you know,
Yes.
if she's gonna be a hacker,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Yeah.
Something cheesy like that. I think that's.
Yeah.
Or is that not the feel of this?
You can totally be that. If you want to be a hacker, you could have taken hacking because you automatically get computers. Did you want to do the hacking?
Oh my. Oh shit! Yes, I do. I want to be a hacker.
Oh,
This would be super
okay.
useful in
I mean,
case we
I
come
just
across.
want to
Yeah.
point out the shirt that Sarah's wearing right now.
She's signalling this quite strongly.
Okay.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I love this shirt.
So
Oh my god, I love it. Right.
okay, so let's start this again. You automatically get linguistics, computers, and mathematics.
And then I want to be a hacker.
Okay, so you're taking hacking. Cool. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. No longer knows about botany. Thank God I don't.
Maybe it's a hobby. You know.
Okay, but you might not roll very well on it. So,
It's
and
gonna be
what?
fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be all about data centers. This
Yes,
story. I
yes.
can tell.
And what are Harper's pronouns?
She.
Is it
Her.
she, her? Brilliant. Wonderful. So that's 2 down. Already there.
I apologise for immediately lowering the tone.
This is a
That's
tabletop
good.
game. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let's see where the tone goes now. Let's go to Eliot.
Hello.
Of course, the last 2 have had time to think about their character. Like, right, okay, I want to be this person.
I have no idea what's going on, so yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a tabletop game.
I have a
Okay.
very vague idea.
Okay. Elliot, roll me 2d10 plus 25 for your strength.
Am I adding the 2d10 together to get the number? Is that?
Yes. Yeah.
And then adding 25 to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 6, 5, 11 plus 25 is 36.
And then do it again for speed.
6 plus 25 is 31.
Intellect.
Oh boy. 8 plus 25 is 33.
And combat.
And 9 plus 25 is 34.
34. Nice. Okay, now to your save.
Harper's still winning the race, like the
And-
ski race.
2d10
The
plus
same,
10. Yeah,
but
2d10.
plus 10.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
10. Yeah.
That's 10 plus 10 is 20.
That's for your sanity. Oh dear.
Oh boy. 26.
26 for your fear. And your body save.
27.
27. Good body save and pretty strong.
Shaping
so.
up to be actually kind of how I wanted. To be fair.
Amazing. The dice always tell the story. That's what I normally find with games. Okay, what's your class?
Believe it or not, scientist.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So with the scientist, plus 10 to your intellect.
So what? Can you read my stats back out? Actually?
So you got 30. You got 33 for intellect. So that will now be 43.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay.
I was busy rolling dice.
Once you start rolling, you can't stop. Anyway, you get plus 5 to any stat. So strength, speed, intellect, and combat. You can add. If you want to do intellect again, you can, or you can add it to another one.
What were all my stats again?
Strength is currently 36. Speed is 31.
Okay.
Intellect is 43. Combat is 34.
So I can either round out my speed or increase something else to be even better. Yeah, I could just add it onto my strength as well and make that
So
41.
41 to your strength.
Buff
That's
scientist.
a buff scientist.
Listen, my scientist is the same way a scientist, Indiana Jones is an archaeologist. That's the way I'm
Okay.
thinking about it.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
What do
Like
you call an
The Rock
all-rounder?
as
It's
scientist.
yeah.
It's like it's not going to be as buff as Frank, but still lean enough
Yeah.
that he's been out. He's a missionary scientist, you know.
I'm just a PhD in my spare time.
Yeah.
Do you even lift?
And you also get plus 30 to your sanity save. So you now have 50 for your sanity save.
Chick.
Which is good because that was the lowest of the 3 that you had. Okay. Roll me 1d10, please.
1d10. 7.
Plus 10 for that. That is your health. So your health is 17.
17.
But you only have 2 wounds. Okay.
Okay.
So, right. Your stress starts at 2 as well on your sheet. Okay. Your trauma response for the scientist. Whenever you fail a sanity save, all nearby friendly players gain 1 stress. He's got 50. He's got 50 for a sanity save. So this is the person that should stay the sanest. So if you see this person breaking down, you're like, "Oh no, something's gone terribly, terribly wrong," and it's probably quite stressful. Okay, let's do your.
Judgy.
Let's do your loadout. If you would like to roll me a d10, please, Eliot.
How many, sorry?
Just 1.
6.
6. Okay. Now, normally you'd have scrubs, but in this, you're having the standard battle dress. So you've got standard battle dress, armor points of 7, because everyone's going in tooled up, right? Although this might be a bit weird. You've got a scalpel.
I have a scalpel.
Oh, actually, no. Did you say you rolled 7, or was it 6?
I just rolled a 6. Was the
Cool,
last
brilliant. Okay, yeah, scalpel.
Roll. Okay.
You have an auto med times 6. which could be quite handy if someone needs healing.
Interesting.
And you've got an oxygen tank with a filter mask. Okay. Paulie doesn't stay with any weapons. Okay, and now
I got my fists, bro.
the buff scientist. I love it. I love it. Amazing.
Got a PhD in leg day.
There's the t-shirt. Okay, trinket. Could you? Hey, we've got another guest star.
No.
We are pro
He's
pet.
playing with the dice.
Oh, yeah, been there. This automatically
Gonna
has
roll
just increased the views of this show 200%.
Let
Well,
him play.
he can play. He can roll you a D100 if you want.
Yeah, he's on the character sheet though. He does need to move.
They care not for rules. I should know. I've got a couple. Yes, roll me a D100, please, Eliot.
21.
21. This is a very fascinating character. You rolled. There's an animal skull with 3 eyes and curled horns. I don't know where you've got that from, but you've got it. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I presume it's not huge.
Just wears it.
Just carrying it around. And then for your patch, roll me a D100, please.
34.
34. This patch reads, number 34, this is legitimately from the player's manual. Your patch reads, I like my tools clean and my lovers dirty.
Perfect.
That character just turned in a different direction.
This is like, is he just like George Clooney from ER?
Yeah, sure. I'm a doctor, but I'm free tonight, so.
Oh, amazing.
The anaesthetic won't wear off that one for a couple of hours. Let's go.
Oh, God. Okay. Right, so now to your skills. Final part with the skills. So, as a scientist, you get 1 master skill. So you start with a master skill. And an expert and a trained skill prerequisite. So
that means they have to be connected in the
they
tree.
they have to be connected, but you can complete the line. You can complete the line. And the bonus, I mean, they're the only ones that get a master skill, but the bonus is they only get 1 other trained skill.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What is planetology other than just knowing about planets?
Planetology, looking in the player's manual. Which one's that on? Is that the study of planets and other celestial bodies?
So knowing about planets.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would imagine, like, to the point of, like, like the gravity. You're a proper astrologist, sort of. Is it astrologist? Astronomer. What is it? It's astronomer. Isn't it? Yeah.
Astronomer.
I mean,
God, there's a lot of
astrology would
scientists-
also be quite cool. It'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
let me tell you about your star chart.
Yeah.
No, typical
So that
Virgo.
could be cool, but I feel like, maybe the robotics or cybernetics or engineering kind of that tree, so that if anything goes wrong with our squishy android here,
Squishy android.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that we
yeah.
can fix them up.
I mean, the interesting thing about the scientist is normally they tell you, it says to you, you have to take these skills are what you start with.
Yeah.
The scientist can just be good at anything.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So they can bypass like having to start with, computers or whatever. They could just be good. So it's a way to take the sort of scientist class, and you could refine it. Do you know what I mean? You could be very good at military training. Do you know what I mean? You could be
You could be a beautiful artist.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I'm thinking
oil
of like
painting.
Yeah.
taking my master skill in something very scientific and then giving my one trained skill to like military training or athletics.
I would advise you to take athletics, and there's a reason for that if you choose to do that.
Okay.
Running
Maybe-
away. It's called running away.
I mean, do you know what? Maybe in the spirit of keeping up, this scientist who's like just scraping by getting able to get away with being called a scientist. Maybe I'd take master skills in command.
Okay. Which means, I mean, there's two ways you can go. You can go to that. You can start off with your military training,
Yeah.
which will then take you to firearms, which will take you to
Yeah.
command. Or command is also 0G piloting and command. I don't know.
Interesting.
I mean,
It's still gone Tom Cruise now.
yeah.
Interesting. But could I, for example, start at athletics, go to hand-to-hand combat, and then command, or is that not part of the same tree?
No, for this one, it would have to be a military training, firearms. Oh, actually.
Command.
Also, you
I think you could go
have
rim-wise,
rim-wise,
firearms
yeah.
command.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it gets to yeah.
What's rim-wise?
Yeah.
Rim-wise is practical knowledge and know-how regarding outer rim colonies, their customs, and the seedier parts of the galaxy.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Rim-wise, firearms and command.
If you
Okay.
This is my kind of scientist.
Okay.
Yeah, like.
And
And then I take one trained skill.
Yeah.
And I think I might take that in jury rigging.
okay.
Oh, no, actually, I'm going to take it in athletics because
Okay.
you said that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you for why shortly.
I'll tell you for why.
Okay. What is this character's name?
Malcolm Archer.
God.
No.
Okay.
Because I mean, he kind of abandoned that name, and now he's just called Jackal.
Oh yes.
Jackal.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Malcolm.
So secretly, the history's there that his name is actually Malcolm Archer.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though.
Jackal.
I've never been so attracted to a character sheet in all my life. Woo! Woo-hoo! Anyway, is Jackal's pronouns he, him?
He, him.
Whoa, Nelly.
Brilliant. Brilliant. What a squad already. And time to round them out. Matt, you've seen how all this has been going down now.
Yeah, I have not understood a word of it. It's going to be
It's
great.
going to be wonderful. Well, I'll hold your hand, my friend, and walk you through this. Okay, so first your stats. Roll me 2d10 for your strength.
These guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I got 2 6s. No, wait. One's an upside down 6. It's a 9.
That's 15. Plus 25.
Whoa.
So 25
40.
plus 15.
But
No, tell me what you said. 40. It's 40.
Wow.
You have
What's
40.
that for?
That's strength. You have a
So I can
40.
put that on my little sheet. I
Yeah.
can say 40 strength.
40 strength.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like a macho
Great.
club.
So hard.
This all plays into my character. Actually, this is great. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What's next?
2d10.
Already?
Yeah. 2d10 for your speed. So roll 2d10 and then add 25 to that.
I got an 8 and a 7. So does it add 25 to that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Is it 40 again?
Yeah. Strong and super absorbent.
What?
Just like kitchen roll.
Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing it again for brains.
His nickname is Plenty.
That's the one.
Okay. What was your D10s this time? 2 D10s plus 25.
Oh, this is for intellect, yeah?
This is for intellect, yeah.
Okay, here we go. I got a 4 and a 2.
That's more like it. That's 31, I believe. Is that 31?
Yeah.
Okay. 31 for your intellect.
Well, is that good?
It's all right. Yeah, that's pretty decent, pretty standard. I think the average is kind of like 35-ish. I think I want to say. I could be wrong. Combat.
I got a 5 and a 9.
14. So that's 39 for combat.
Oh.
Yeah. 14 plus 25. Yeah. So good stats to begin with. Okay. This time for your saves. So sanity. Give me a 2d10 again, but this time only add 10 to it.
So I got a 1 and 8, so 19.
19 for your sanity. This time your fear save. Do the same again.
Got a 5 and a 1.
So that's
16.
16 for fear.
And body.
Yeah.
Come on. Hottie with the body. 7 and 6.
Ooh. So 23.
23, yeah.
23. Okay. What's your class? What class would you like to play?
Well, I mean, there's an obvious choice, and it's actually the one I wanted. I want to be a teamster.
You want to be a teamster. Brilliant.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, this is the role I was born to play.
Okay. So immediately, all of your stats add 5 to strength, speed, intellect, and combat. All add 5.
Which I've written on it in a pencil. 45, 45, 36, and 44.
Jesus.
Okay. And you get plus 10 to all of your saves.
Okay, what does that mean?
That means you now have 29 for sanity.
Right, okay.
26,
26.
26 and 33 for body. Teamsters are pretty handy. But you've only got 2 wounds. Okay, you've only got 2 health tracks. Give me a give me a D10 roll. 7. So you have 17. You've got 2 lines of 17. So.
How do I write that in my sheet?
So on your health, you have a tab that says current and maximum. Just put 17 in the maximum. And then next to that, you have the wounds. And just write 2 in the right-hand column.
Okay. Exciting.
Okay. In your stress, in the right-hand column of that, the minimum starts at 2. So, yeah. And the reason in Mothership that everything starts in as 2 is you're in space. You know, you're living that kind of life. There's no way you've got absolutely no stress whatsoever in your life. You know, there's got to be something. You know. I think everyone's got minimum 2 stress in their life, probably a lot more. So. Okay, so Teamster, your trauma response. Make a note of this because once per session, you can take advantage on a panic check. So if something bad happens and I ask you to roll that D20, you can roll it twice and take the better roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, but just remember to say that, and that's once each session, so it's not like for the whole game. It's each time we play. Okay. God, already these characters. I love character creation nights. They're so much fun. Just seeing people just be created. I just love it. Okay, roll me 1d10 for your loadout.
9. 9.
9.
Yeah, 9. 9's the line underneath, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Now, normally, you're not going to start off with this, but this is probably this could play into how you think about your character. Normally, you'd have some lounge wear but you have standard battle dress in this, so you've got armor points of 7. What you do also have, you have a crowbar.
Yes.
You've got some pain pills. And I don't know how you smuggled this on the dropship, but you got a 6-pack of beer.
How many pain pills have I got?
It would be, let's see, you would probably have, I think it's a pack of 5, if I remember correctly, if I just look at the...
So do I write these in my little bit at the bottom then, in number 8?
Yeah.
So I got crowbar, some pain pills, 5 pain pills.
And a 6-pack of beer.
This is great news.
Oh, God. Right.
I just sound a bit like Gordon Freeman. With the crossbow.
Oh, Gordon Freeman. What a legend. What an absolute legend that man is. Okay, and just so you know, for pain pills, yes, you get 5 in a little pot.
Okay, that's great news.
Okay, and just make a note of this if you've got your notebook ready. When ingested, it immediately restores 1d10 health and lowers your stress by 1.
Restores 1d10 health.
Yeah. And lowers your stress by 1 because they're like, oh, they're really good shit. However, there is a danger of addiction and an overdose if used frequently.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I was going to take them all in the opening.
Eh?
I won't now.
And the ship turned around and we all left.
Why is he sweating?
Okay, so let's see if this seems to be going the way that you wanted it to go with all the rolls and everything. Let's see about your trinket. Give me a D100 roll, please.
Which one is that?
So that would be the percentile dice, which is the one that's got like 10, 20,
Oh.
30. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, that's the one. And a D10. Roll those together.
No.
And just
Science.
if you don't have a percentile dice at home, you can roll 2 D10s. Just decide which one of them is the percentage and which one is.
Got 32.
32. You've got a packet of cigarettes with a grinning skull on it.
Oh my god! I'm the best teamster there ever was.
You got beer and cigarettes for the crew.
I mean, all I needed was it was that or a union card, right?
I mean, can you smoke on a spaceship?
Oh,
Yes.
God.
It's my spaceship.
God.
Yeah.
God. Right, okay. What is your...
Have you got a lighter?
Yeah. Hey, he could have. These are just some little things that would give him a bit...
One of those ones on the dashboard.
No, okay, cool.
Roll me another D100. This is for your patch, which could be...
Okay, I'm excited. Maybe it's a union card.
This could be really bad.
I got 23.
23.
You got a national insurance number.
What is this?
You've got the
Sorry.
word FUBAR. All caps. If this whole thing doesn't give you a direction of what a character is like, that's one of the reasons I love the character creation in Mothership, because it just gives you these little... Immediately you're like, oh, I know how to play this person. Okay, so then, Matt, for your skills, let's go to the skill tree.
Okay.
So you start off, you immediately have industrial equipment and 0G.
So I can tick both of those, yeah?
Yep.
And we're going to be on like a jungle planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be like on the surface, and it's going to be really useful to have surface-based skills, yeah? So do I pick another skill off one of those two, yeah?
So you can have... So you get a bonus. You can pick another trained skill and an expert skill.
Oh.
So the best way to do this is to pick your trained skill, the first one, and then the expert has either got to be probably it goes from 0G or industrial equipment or whatever your third one is. So if you pick your train skill first from the first line.
Right. Okay. So, just I'm really tempted to pick art.
Do it. Do it.
Is it basically porn? No, to add to the stereotype.
Line pictures up with the dates underneath. Yeah.
I've made some really tasteful Betamax.
I kind of want rim-wise. I feel like the character would be rim-wise as well.
Makes sense.
So
Makes
I
sense.
want to pick that.
Okay. So from that, then from your expert skills, they can either go from industrial equipment, 0G, or rim-wise.
All I ever want to be in these things is a pilot.
So, you're a pilot?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be very interesting. Oh no. Right, okay. So, what is the character's name?
Oh, so I've been thinking about this, and I made a list of adjectives and a list of nouns, and I rolled some dice to pick what the character's name was, and I got one on my list for adjectives and one on my list for nouns. So my character's name is Vigorous Blouse.
Vigorous
You
Blouse.
can call me Vig, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Why would you?
I mean,
include blouse as an
I'd
option?
imagine in a platoon, he doesn't. The blouse might be a problem.
it's pronounced
Blouse.
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 Okay?
Blouse. Yeah.
His
Okay.
parents were neo-Quakers, so they named him after the SS Vigorous, which was Inspector Morse is called Endeavour because he's named after Captain Cook's ship. Well, I was named after the SS Vigorous, which is the colony ship that took them to their planet, and my family name is Blouse.
That's
You can call me Vig.
that
Vig.
is phenomenal. Wow. And knowing what I have in store for the party, this character makeup's gonna be very, very interesting. I have something extra, but this is a little homebrew. That would be how you'd normally create them in Mothership. As you see, folks, from there you can just run your game. As it's a little bit different, I like to mix things up. You will all get, anyone that doesn't already have it will automatically get military training because you're part of a military unit. Lizzie, you already have military training, so you can take another trained skill.
Whoa.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Art.
Oh man.
Yep. I always thought thematically they're a military unit. They're all going to have military training in some ways.
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna take art.
okay.
Yay! This is gonna be so cool.
We're gonna get so much crafting done.
Okay.
There might be a temple with symbols on it and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been reading my notes? No. And you get one extra trinket. Lizzie might know what this is, but because in our normal safe space campaign, we discovered actually Sarah's trinket might be a little bit different. We'll get to you in a moment, Sarah.
Okay.
All the humans, if you're in the Marine Corps, if you're in any kind of corps, they as well as like the dog tags, every single person gets a titanium toothpick. And it has become tradition to name it. It's one of those when someone from the service meets someone else, and if they've got a titanium toothpick, they know.
Oh, like a challenge coin.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And it totally came about because of our main campaign. And it's now canon, so I'm sticking to it. You've all got a titanium toothpick, which you can now name. However, androids, there's no real need for it. So you can roll another trinket. You can roll me a D100.
She's getting so much random crap. Ooh, at 31.
I need to look this
Isn't
up.
that cigarettes?
No,
I think it's
it was one away from cigarettes.
I'm kind of I'm cheatsy doodling. I've got the
Yeah.
format here. DNR necklace. I think it's do not resuscitate.
It's, yeah, DNR beacon necklace.
Yeah.
It's the beacon that confuses me, though.
Yeah. Right. Do you want me to roll again?
Roll again, because for the android, I don't necessarily think. Do not resuscitate on an android
Do not resuscitate.
that
the
already
android,
says game over somewhere on it is terrifying.
The nihilist android.
Oh no, I rolled. Okay, I rolled 2d10s, so I'm just gonna say 84.
84. You have a Sputnik pin.
Oh, nice. That's
Ooh.
easy to
Nice. Nice.
Oh no. Sorry, I know this might be cheating, but if I switch it, because I rolled an 8 and a 4, if I switch it to 48, can you see what the 48 is? Can I please?
Because I read it, people. I'm allowing this. Sarah, would you like to... What is the other trinket that you have?
It is a wondrous piece of art called the Captain Ordered, and it is smut, seditious smut.
What a strange little android this is.
This is an android that's really struggling to understand humans. What they think humans would like is like a flint axe and some porn. This is humans, right?
This is a ship's android. We trained her wrong by mistake.
It just started at the beginning. It's like Neanderthal. Oh, axes and drawings. Okay.
Okay.
Violence and porn. This is you.
Okay. So, with that in mind, there you go, folks. There are our 4 characters for Endangered Species. We've got Frank Lucky Day. We've got Harper. We've got Malcolm Archer, aka Jackal. And Vigorous Blouse.
Vigorous blouse.
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 Close.
Or Vig.
You can just call me Vig, yeah.
Just call me Vig. So there are the 4 characters that are going to be in this little mini-series campaign. What is going to happen to them? What are they going to be dropped into? How are they going to roll? I need to talk to my players now to find out maybe what these people look like. I feel like Elliot's hand just got really big then. And Elliot's already gone. He's rolled so bad he's fell off.
Oh, sorry, my phone's about to die, but it's fine. I can charge it in. Plug it in. Okay, plugged in. Let's carry on.
But no matter what happens, we hope you join us, because trust me, this little story is going to be a lot of fun, especially now that I know what I'm working with. I'm going to go away and adapt the story a little bit and change it up, and yeah. So next time you see us, who knows? Who knows what will happen? Well, I know one thing that will, for certain, is that some players just won't be very happy with me, probably. It's not normally what happens. But thank you to my wonderful players, my new set of players playing Mothership for the first time, and Lizzie triumphantly coming back. And join us next time when we find out who actually is the endangered species.
Ooh.
Bye, everyone.
He's got an outro.
Yeah. Hey!